Hey guys, StandardVR back with your daily Pokemon battles. We have a super spicy team from that to +1 today with a Sun team. The Standard Sun Koraidon Walking Wake Double Dragon Core that looks so cool. And of course the Flutterfish, my all-time favorite duo. The Fluttermane and the Chi-Yu puts out so much damage, so much offensive pressure, and you never know which item either one is running. It's so good. But the creme de la creme, what you come here for, what you watch this kind of content for, is the Spooky Plate Arceus with Imprisoned Trick Room Tailwind. Just going, hey, you don't get to click any kind of speed control. It's definitely coming because I see a lot of Trick Room on our opponent's team. They got that Cali, they got that Dusclops, they got that Farigiraf. They said, I want Trick Room and I want it now. I don't want to deal with that. So we're going to go Arceus. And that's the extent of what I know so far. We can go Chi-Yu, put out some massive damage. Do we need Koraidon? It's good. We'll bring Koraidon. Do we need the Fluttermane? That's what I'm looking at, is do I need Flutter? Or do I want to bring Koraidon Walking Wake, the double dragons in the back? I think that's what I'm going to do. So guys, if you haven't yet, do me a favor. Drop a sub. We're trying to get to 300 maybe by the end of the month. That'd be super cool. We are just, I think, a little under 50 subs away from that. So it's a little more than one a day, but I think we can get there. So this is a big Trick Room board, obviously. One of these things is clicking Trick Room and the other one is not. It's looking like a Farigiraf is going to click Trick Room and that Calyrex is just going to click Glacial Lance. So I'm looking at, we just Dark Pulse this Farigiraf and we click Imprison with the Arceus. Yeah, there's the Terra. I'm assuming Water Terra Cali that we're looking at. It is the Cali. And it is the Water Terra. That's why I didn't click Heat Wave. I don't get as much damage off as I can. They could just high horsepower the Chi-Yu, but it's fine. So we'll get a Dark Pulse off. Just Oko Farigiraf. Just gone. It's not even Specs Chi-Yu, this is just Scarf Chi-Yu. Get that in prison just in case they were clicking Trick Room with the Cali. I think they're just Glacial. Oh no, it's high horsepower. Yeah, that's good. Get rid of Chi-Yu. I don't need it anymore. That being said, I don't know what I'm Okoing this Cali with either, and it's at +1, so it's super dangerous. Let's see. Which one are we looking at with like a little more defense here? Obviously Koraidon. Let's go Koraidon. We'll go Koraidon. We'll get that sun up. What do you got? That's an Ursaluna. Those things are dangerous, man. Never leave your Ursalunas unattended. We're going to Judgment the Cali, and I think we're just going to close combat the Calyrex too. No Protect on the Ursa. I thought they might want to get their Guts proc, but that's fine. We have a Walking Wake in the back, and if you take out the Koraidon here, I get full Sun turns, basically, with the Walking Wake, which is really nice. And that Calyrex was already at +1, so I don't want to deal with that. And they've Terra'd, so we just Hydro Steam the Ursa. It's kind of nice. Play rough Ursaluna. Hey, you don't see that every day. Arceus is like, oh my god, what are you doing over there? Alright. Big Specs Wake with the Photosynthesis boost is about to pop off. There's that Dusclops. Alright, Dusclops, well, they can't click Trick Room because we have an Imprison on it. We get that Proto boost to speed, which we don't really need, but it's fine. They can... Let's see, we can't really hit the, we can't hit the Ursaluna over there. But I do think that, like, Hydro Steam just takes it out, right? And there's nothing that Dusclops can do. Yeah, no, we just Hydro Steam. Are they not Guts? There's a Shadow Sting. It's not doing anything to Arceus. Or they forget their Flame Orb at home. Big Hydro Steam. Ursa gone. What other ability does Ursaluna get? I should know that. Let me know in the comments what the other ability is that Ursaluna gets. I know that. I think that's pretty decent. I just don't remember what it is right That's a lot of damage to a Dusclops. Are they doing a no item run? Because that looks like no Eviolite. Battle's canceled. GG's. I'll take those wins. Let's get another one. Alright, we are up against the Koraidon Zamazenta. Not a fan of this matchup, to be honest. It's just super aggressive, super defensive. Insane causes problems for orbed Koraidon, but we can deal with that. They do have priority speed control, so the imprisoned Tailwind doesn't really work all that well. But the Icy Wind Flutter and the Scarf GU can, if that Koraidon just doesn't pop us. But we do need to lead off with the Torn, just in case they lead off with their Torn, because that's just kind of how it works. We do have Taunt, which is nice. We can't taunt the Farigiraf, but we'll be okay. So, we don't have Snarl on this GU, right? No, no Snarl. Because I was thinking like Tailwind Snarl looks really good. Tailwind GU is not bad. Tornadus GU is not bad. I like Tornadus Flutter with a Koraidon Wake in the back. The only thing this loses to is a Trick Room. But we will deal with that when we get there, I guess. If we get there. If they lead Farigiraf. The Farigiraf looks more like a Trick Room answer than a Trick Room setter, if that makes sense. There's the Torn, there's the Koraidon. So I'm fully expecting Fairy Terra Koraidon here. Or any other Terra outside of Dragon. But we have to lead the Torn because they have a Torn. So like priority speed control always takes a priority over lesser known priority or speed controls like Trick Room. So we do just Tailwind. We could try and risk a taunt, but I'm not about that life. So we're just going to Trick Room and we're going to Icy Wind so that our things in the back do outspeed. Because we're going to match some Tailwinds here. There's the Terra on the Koraidon. The nice thing is we are Sash Flutter. So we live one. There's their Tailwind. We would have lost a speed tie if it's a speed tie. So the taunt would have been just completely useless, but it's fine. Get a big Icy Wind up. Now those things are slower. Since we matched Tailwinds. And we see that the Tornadus is cloaked because their speed did not drop. Doesn't really matter because the only other, like, what? Sashed, if anything, but. Alright, and this is nice because they get rid of our Torn, but we get to see what they're bringing in next. The Zamazenta, which cannot Terra, and we can just Moonblast it. And we are faster. Okay. So we could just come in with Koraidon. Which I don't hate. Now, they could Rain Dance. They could have a Rain Dance on that Tornadus, which I want to be aware of. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, because we do have our Walking Wake in the back, which is also super dangerous in the rain. The question is, do I want to Terra Fire? And do I want to do it on Koraidon? The only reason I'm thinking of Terra Fire is that if they go for Bleak Winds, it's going to do a lot of damage. I could also swap in Wake here and just go for a Moonblast on the Tornadus. Assuming that if you're going to make a defensive play, you're going to protect that Zama. Let's see if you got that Rain Dance. Oh no, just hard swap Torn. Okay. I still think you're protecting the Zama here. Because you wouldn't want to eat a Terrifier Flare Blitz. Defense boost for Rigorath. Nice. Yeah, there's Protect Zama. We just Moonblast Rigorath. Does decent damage. Decent damage. Drop that special attack. Now we can just Weather Ball. But I think we do need to... Let's see, so that's double the Rigorath just so Trick Room doesn't go up. Yeah, doesn't quite KO. I don't think Zama can get a KO here. Wish that Moonblast would have crit. A big Hydro Steam right into Zamazenta. Heavy Slam, but we are sashed, so, you know, kind of nice, kind of nice. There's the Koraidon. We don't really have to worry about Icy Winding a whole lot here because we are Speed Booster on everything, which is really nice. So I think we can just actually just throw everything. We just throw everything into the Koraidon. There's the Y-Guard. I wasn't going for Icy Winds. We're already faster. Unless you're Scarf Koraidon. But even then, Flutter outspeeds. Nope. Not Scarf Koraidon. Cool. So all you are left with is a Tornadus and a Zamazenta. Now, obviously, you can get Tailwind up, which is a bit of a problem, but we should be okay. I think we just Hydro Steam. I think we Hydro Steam the Zama because we need the damage on it. And we honestly protect the Flutter because I think if anything you're going to get this Flutter off the board right now. Yeah, there's the Tailwind. There's the Heavy Slam and the Flutter. Yep. Cool. So much damage. Just absolute critical hit machine out here with the Walking Wake. Alright, now we Hydro Steam the Torn. And I think we do just try and get an Icy One. Icy One doesn't really matter. Let's see, if you're going for Heavy Slam, I think we could come with Koraidon, but I really want to preserve the Sun. So I think we go there. And I think we go ahead and try and get a Moonblast on this Zenta, but like... Oh, we're still faster. Jeez. I forget how fast Flutter is sometimes. Yeah, you need to make sure... I mean, Zenta's kind of more of a defensive mon anyways, so you usually don't run a ton of speed, but like... I definitely try to put enough speed in that it outspeeds Booster Flutter. Just my personal preference. Because it's a menace. Walking Wake picking up the final KO. And this Sun team just works so nicely at stopping those Trick Rooms. Really matching Tailwinds and like being a bully with it. Guys, if you've made this far in the video, please like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a great day. Peace.